So let's get on to the blood type stuff. Y'all are all caught up. Y'all are all caught up. Okay. So put your blood type in the comments. Where's blood type O? How many of you have high blood pressure? How many of you have high blood pressure? If you have high blood pressure, put it in the comments. Guess why you have high blood pressure? You have high blood pressure because of sugar. That's another thing that I break down in there, you know, about the salt and the sodium and all this, that, and the other. Why do they make us believe? Let me tell y'all what I found out from my other research. I also put the links in there that tell you about why it is that they prescribe different medications to Black people than they do white people. Did you guys know that Black people will retain salt longer than white people? Our kidneys retain sodium longer than white people's kidneys. Did y'all know that? Yep. This is why they prescribe different high blood pressure medications to Black people than they do white people. Hold on a second. I'm opening up the book. Why can't you? It's not in a note, dummy. Here we go. Let me get to that part where it talks about it. Okay. So the way I have it broken down is I have the intro, and then I talk about our gut, how our gut is set up. Then I talk about lectins. Then I talk about insulin resistance. Then I talk about dysbiosis. Then we talk about mineral deficiencies, and then we go into all of the different minerals and what they do. Then we go into the high blood pressure. So study finds, this is an article that I have the link in there. Race-based prescribing for Black people with high blood pressure shows no benefit. Okay, so then when you click on it, it goes to the article. Open it. Yes. So there's the article. Study finds established guidelines may limit Black patients from receiving the full range of appropriate medications for hypertension. So what they give to white people, okay, is completely different than what they give to us. Generations of physicians have been taught that Black people with high blood pressure should be treated with a narrower range of medication options than other racial groups. This race-based approach to prescribing has no apparent patient benefits, according to UC San Francisco study. The guidance could also be limiting access to medications that could achieve better overall health outcomes in Black patients, says the author of the study, published January 13th, 2022, in the Journal of American Board of Family Medicine. Race provides a poor proxy for precision medication, said the first author, Hunter Holt, who did the work as a primary care research fellow in the UC San Francisco Department of Family and Community Medicine. He is now at the University of Illinois, Chicago. Our study provides evidence that race-based prescribing is ineffective, unwarranted, and may even be detrimental to Black patients in the long run. How come y'all didn't know that? Practice guidelines have long recommended that Black patients with high blood pressure and no morbidities be treated initially with thiazides. Remember what our thiazides are, right? Hydrochlorothiazide. They tell doctors to prescribe diuretics to us first. So black people are treated initially with thiazide diuretic or calcium channel blockers, which are CCBs, instead of angiotensin converting enzyme inhibitors, which are ACE inhibitors. They're giving white people ACE inhibitors. They're giving us diuretics. So ACE inhibitors can be prescribed any of these medicines regardless of comorbidities. While these guidelines were based on evidence from clinical trials, the interpretation of this evidence has come under intense scrutiny. The researchers sought to determine how closely physicians are following the race-based guidelines. They also examined how effective the treatments were at managing patients' blood pressure. They analyzed 2 years of electronic health records data from 10,875 patients with hypertension in the San Francisco Bay Area. The patients were on one or two drug regimens, including ACE, ARB, thiazide diuretics, and CCBs, which are channel blockers. Of the patients studied, 20.6% of the patients were identified as Black. The data shows that on average, primary care doctors were following race-based recommendations by prescribing ACEI and ARBs to Black patients far less frequently compared to non-Black patients at 42.3%, and 42.3% of non-Black patients were on the ACE inhibitors, and versus 18% of the Black patients. However, Black patients still tended to have more poorly controlled blood pressure than non-Black patients. Almost half of the Black patients had uncontrolled hypertension compared to 39% of the non-Black patients. Also, median blood pressure was similar for Black and non-Black people, regardless of which medications were prescribed. For each drug regimen, there was more variation in hypertension control within each group than between Black and non-Black patients. The researchers conclude that race-based prescribing is widespread, but likely not warranted by observational data. Furthermore, the guidelines may be limiting treatment options for Black patients, causing delays in achieving optimal blood pressure control. For example, ACE and ARBs are important in the treatment of chronic kidney disease. For example, so it says, which is often under-recognized and underdiagnosed in primary care. Avoiding these drugs may inadvertently contribute to worse outcomes for undiagnosed chronic kidney disease in Black patients. What have I been telling y'all about the link between high blood pressure and the medications that they put y'all on and this kidney disease? Other factors more important than race. It's clear that selection of hypertension medication should be tailored to the individual rather than driven by considerations of race. I told y'all a couple of years ago that these doctors are prescribing Black patients and white patients different blood pressure medications. And here is the research to back that up. So why is it that y'all have all these kidney diseases? Why do Black people have more chronic kidney disease than every other race of people? Could it be they're not prescribing you the right medication for your high blood pressure? That's one. Number two, you haven't changed the food. How are you going to continue to eat the food that raises your blood pressure and you expect your blood pressure to go down or to be normalized? you're still eating the food that's causing your blood pressure to go up. Thirdly, Black people, people of African descent, have a particular gene called APOL1. The APOL1 gene makes your kidneys vulnerable to inflammation and infection. You are consistently eating foods that cause your body to become inflamed. The number one thing, potatoes. So if your doctor is not talking to you about the food that you're eating, they're not telling you that you should change the foods that you're eating. All they're doing is prescribing ineffective blood pressure meds that they know is ultimately going to decimate your kidneys, because it is Black people that's literally holding up the entire renal clinic industry. Black people are on dialysis 4-1. Well, this is why you should be eating according to blood type, but there are common foods that cause inflammation in everybody's body. This is why I named the book, Why Didn't I Know That? Why didn't you know the foods that raise your blood pressure? Why didn't you know that? Hi, Kevin. How come you didn't know that? Why didn't you know that nightshade vegetables trigger inflammation in your body? Okay. Potatoes, white potatoes trigger inflammation in everyone's body. Okay. What are the other nightshade vegetables? Potatoes, tomatoes, okra, bell peppers, eggplant, tomatillos, hot peppers, tobacco, which you're not eating tobacco, but you're smoking it. So they go in ignorant to the fact until they learn about eating corn. Yes, and this is why I keep doing what I do, because your doctor is not going to tell you. Your doctor is not going to tell you anything, because as long as you continue to come back and get those prescription drugs, he's going to remain paid. And you're just going to get worse and worse and worse. So for all of those that are on high blood pressure medications, why are you still on them? Why are you on 3 or 4? Why are you on 3 or 4 different blood pressure meds? After the first 6 months of you using any medication, it becomes ineffective. So this is how dastardly your doctors are. They know that the meds become ineffective after the first 6 months, but they continue to allow you to take that med. And then they prescribe another one on top of that. So they know the first one that you're taking isn't even doing anything for you. How can I get off the BP meds? Stop taking them. If they're not doing anything for you, why are you still taking them? If it's not controlling your blood pressure, what is it doing besides taking your kidneys out? It's filling your body with toxins. It's destroying your kidneys. So if it's not helping you, why are you still taking it? Y'all always asking me, how can y'all get off of stuff? Stop taking it. I got off of the meds my doctor had me on because I flushed them down the toilet. Do you know that everything cycles out of your body in 3 days? What is a rebound going to be, man? What tell me what you think a rebound is. What's a rebound, man? Tell me what you think is going to happen. Because for some reason, y'all have it in your mind that y'all are going to be throwing up in a bucket like you detoxing from heroin. What you think's going to happen, man? You think what you think is going to happen? You think you're going to have a stroke? Like your blood pressure is going to be so high that you're just going to stroke out? I've read studies that show where pure nicotine was beneficial in reversing Alzheimer's and Parkinson's. Unfortunately, the nicotine that you guys are getting today have so many chemicals on it. So there's nothing that's going to, ma'am, you could stroke out right now on your blood pressure meds. Why is your blood pressure still high, ma'am, if you're on blood pressure meds? It's a very simple question. If you're taking a medicine, why is it still high? Without blood thinners, the blood will clot and stroke out or have an embolism. Ma'am, you're not taking into consideration people's blood type. Okay? At all. Blood type O already has thin blood. There's nothing that's going to make a blood type O have thick blood. Okay? It's not. Nothing. As a matter of fact, if a blood type O got into an accident, they would probably bleed out. That's how thin their blood is. Their blood does not clot. Okay? And stop trying to scare people in the comments. If you don't know what you're talking about, shut up. I already had to call you nosy butt the other day. Who are you referring to? Who are you talking about? Your mom or somebody? What is your mom's blood type? Is your mom a blood type O? Because I tell y'all all the time, girl, your mama being scammed. I tell y'all all the time, if your doctor puts you on blood thinners as a blood type O, you're being scammed. Because there's nothing that's going to make your blood thick. Nothing. You're being scammed. Get her off of that. Exactly. Well, Miss Barb, it's been a concerted effort on their parts to make us believe that doctors are helping us. When in all actuality, if y'all really thought about it, y'all know that these doctors are not helping you. Okay? These doctors, if the doctors were helping y'all, why y'all still on the drugs? Why should you? What is the underlying issue that's making you have to take a medicine every day? Do you know what the underlying issue is? You're still eating the foods that's making your blood pressure high. Because there have been so many people that have been able to come off of their blood pressure meds because they stopped eating the foods that made their blood pressure high. It's the food. Okay? If we examine what you're eating, okay, the number one thing that's raising your blood pressure is carbohydrates. She will not stop drinking orange juice. Jesus. I gotta say it like I'm a Nigerian. Jesus. You gotta get your mama off of that orange juice, ma'am. Orange juice is bad for everybody. Everybody. Okay? You gotta get her off of that. Give her some lemon juice. Is she in your house? Thank you. Give me some money. I'll take it. Listen, if she is living in your house, how is she getting orange juice? Y'all sound like them people that got them 500-pound people living in their house. You live next to each other. How's she getting orange juice? Are you buying her groceries? Because I'm still trying to figure out how somebody becomes 700, 800 pounds. You wouldn't be 700, 800 pounds in my house if you can't get your ass out the bed. Because I'm not bringing you no pound of bacon. You need to get with your... Next time your mom go to the store, you got to go with her. Okay? You ain't gonna become no 500-600 pounds in my house because I'm not bringing you shit. So whenever, that's why I don't watch them shows, because I'll be like, you just have people that will enable you to be sick. You have people that are bringing you a pound of bacon and 12 pancakes and a loaf of toast and what? Ain't no way. So if you are dealing with blood pressure issues, this is for all blood types. It is literally because you are eating carbohydrates. Okay? Carbohydrates turn into sugar. Sugar is what's making you insulin resistant. So when you're eating bread and pasta and potatoes and all of that, all those things turn into glucose. So now you have all of this sugar floating around in your bloodstream. Well, that then causes your pancreas to release more insulin into your bloodstream. Well, guess what? Your red blood cells are already full of insulin. So your red blood cells cannot accept any more insulin. So now you have all this glucose in your bloodstream plus all of this insulin in your bloodstream. What does that do? It causes your arteries and your veins to constrict. And over time, it causes your arteries and your veins to become brittle. You want to know how your arteries and veins get clogged up? That's how they get clogged up. Because you have a bunch of gunk flowing through your arteries and veins is not being used. Because once that insulin is released from your pancreas, it doesn't just go back in your pancreas, it's just unused insulin. Okay? So over time, your arteries and your veins become brittle, which makes them very easy to rupture. Strokes, embolisms. Okay? The arteries and veins constricting is putting pressure on your heart. This is also what's at the root of y'all's heart disease. The number one killer in America is heart disease. How is everybody getting heart disease? This is how. Because never in history have we as humans been eating this level of sugar. Our bodies are not designed to process this level of sugar. It never has been, and it never will be. Thank you. That's the problem. So sugar is literally at the root of cancer, high blood pressure, heart disease, all of this shit that they keep trying. Oh, this is why. Nah, if you drill it all down, because now they've come out and said alcohol is what's at the root of cancer. What is alcohol? Sugar. Every alcohol that you guys drink is made from corn or wheat or barley or hops or grapes. All of those things turn into sugar in your body. Okay? So if we drill this thing down, the first thing you must do is to eliminate sugar from your diet. Y'all's health would turn around in record time if you stopped eating carbohydrates. I'm not saying go on a keto diet. I'm not saying none of that. You don't have to be on a diet. You just have to eliminate the foods that are at the root of your problems. And at the root of most of our problems is sugar, period. Okay? Not the sugar you sprinkle on your cornflakes, bread, pasta, potatoes. All potatoes turn into sugar. All of them. Okay? Yeah, you got to let go of that wine. That's straight sugar. Straight sugar. I don't know why these people made y'all believe that wine was so healthy. It's not. Resveratrol is healthy. Resveratrol comes from wine grapes. I sell resveratrol. I take resveratrol. Okay? It is one of the world's most powerful antioxidants without the sugar. So if you want the benefits of wine without the sugar associated with wine, you need to get on resveratrol because it's amazing. Okay? They just be drink. I have a friend that's a wino, and she will not let it go. She will not. My sister's a wino. My sister will drink a box of wine every day. A box of wine. And she just had a cancer scare. Resveratrol is one of the reasons. Resveratrol is an anti-aging. You find resveratrol in wine grapes. You find it in purple things. So red onions. Another really powerful thing is bromelain and quercetin. I take quercetin every day. I take resveratrol every day. Bromelain every day. Whether I'm getting it from fresh pineapple or my Guardian, those are anti-aging, cell repairing antioxidants. Okay? Because a lot of us are dealing with oxidative stress, which is something that's inherent in ABs as well. So definitely, that's why I be pushing these onions on y'all. Onions, the red ones especially. Okay? So if you are a blood type O, put O in the comments. If you are a blood type O, put O in the comments. Okay? Onions, 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 onions. Okay? The biggest problem and the root of the problem for blood type O is sugar. Your body cannot in any way, shape, or form tolerate any sugar at all. Okay? All blood types have things that are at the root of their problems. At the root of your problems as a blood type O is sugar. Your body can't tolerate it. Okay? So, the number one thing that y'all should cut out immediately is wheat. Oh, Jordy, can you go get my book? It's in my room on my dresser. The number one thing y'all should stop immediately is what's a good detox for sugar? Not eating it. Also, my teas are back. These will take away your sugar cravings. I have restocked on the teas. This is the daytime. This is the daytime tea. This is the nighttime tea. I have more nighttime teas than I have daytime teas. So if y'all like the daytime tea, you better go snatch it up. There's only have a couple hundred of these, but I have like 600. My blood type book. I have like 600 of these and only 200 of these left. Okay. That will help you with your sugar cravings. Okay. The reason that y'all have these sugar cravings is literally because of parasites. Thank you. Y'all have these sugar cravings because of parasites. Of which book? My book? My book is a PDF. You can print it out. It's an ebook, and you can print it out if you want to. They said, hi, Jordan. What up? Jordan and I went bowling 2 days in a row, and my arm was so damn tired yesterday, so I did not do well. I did well the first day, though. So we got to keep it every other day. My arm needs time to recoup. Plus, it was so many people. I think it was so many people last night because they didn't open up those other lanes, Jordan. There were so many people. My ambition is to have a house with a bowling alley. So I have to work harder. I want a bowling alley and a full-time wait staff. I want a full-time cleaner, full-time chef. Yeah, come on over. Bowling at my house. I got work to do. I'm telling you, the thing that will keep y'all happy is goals. People be sleeping on the goals, man. You got to put up a vision board. You got to have new goals. Accomplish this, get it done, go on to the next one. Yes, Jordy's making lamb steaks tonight. You got to have goals. I don't care how outlandish the goals may sound to other people. It doesn't matter. Do it. I'm going to have a pool. I'm going to have a bowling alley with at least 3 lanes so we can kick it. God damn it. Why not? Why not? Y'all see people with this shit all the time. What makes you think you can't have it? If they can have it, I can have it. Y'all better stop thinking small. Y'all better stop thinking small. Big thoughts, big thoughts, big thoughts, big. Okay? Let me tell y'all the 4 things that happen when y'all eat wheat. Blood type O and blood type B especially cannot have wheat at all. Okay? Think big. What's the harm in thinking big, y'all? Who's it hurting? Who's it hurting? Oh, that ain't realistic. Who the hell wants realistic? Do y'all know that the reason that these people have shit y'all don't have is because they're delusional? Do not sleep on delusion. I don't need a helicopter. I like driving. I have so much fun driving my car. Jordy's going to get a G-Wagon. I haven't decided what I'm going to do yet. I think I'm going to get that Escalade, though, because that's what I've been wanting. Building a house in 2 weeks is what got me. I watched them. And there are no 2 houses that are alike in Nigeria. When you make a house, when you build a house in Nigeria, it's unlike any other house because you have to buy the land, you have to hire the architects, and they build the house. So there are no, you know how you see subdivisions and all the houses look the same? You're not going to find 2 of the same houses in Nigeria. Ever. You recently gave up sourdough after realizing it wasn't any better than... I literally just reposted my sourdough video today. Antonia, are you white? Is it Antonia or Anthonia? It's Antonia. Are you white? Because I only ask that. I only ask that because it's always white women talking about sourdough bread. It's Antonia. It's always white women talking about sourdough. Okay. There were never Black people on the lives asking about sourdough bread. So I was like, is this a white woman thing? Because I've tasted sourdough once and I was like, this is disgusting. But then people were saying that y'all were told that that's supposed to be better for you than regular bread. And so my question is, why do y'all think that? Somebody said it doesn't raise your blood sugar as high. Yep. Just like we were brainwashed into believing that wheat bread was supposed to be so much better for us. Just like you were brainwashed into believing that baked chicken was so much better for you than fried chicken. Baked potato is so much better for you than fried potatoes. It's still a fucking potato. It's still chicken. It's still bread. And the only difference between wheat bread and white bread is that the flour is bleached, but it's still flour, which means it's still made from wheat, which means you're still going to trigger inflammation, which means you're still going to have your metabolism slowed down. The third thing is when you consume wheat, it converts your happy hormones into anger and aggression hormones. And O's ain't supposed to be having none of that fermented stuff. Okay? So that's even worse for y'all. When you eat wheat, 4 things happen. A violent inflammation in your intestines, which then cause all of your organs to swell. Number 2, it slows down your metabolism. So if you have a slow, sluggish metabolism, it's because you're eating wheat-based foods. Number three, it stops your body from absorbing minerals and nutrients from other foods. Y'all don't understand that you having mineral deficiencies will kill you. If you are deficient of magnesium, if you are deficient of sodium, if you are deficient of these vital minerals that the body needs, you will die. And you eating wheat literally blocks the absorption of the minerals. Mineral deficiencies is what's at the root of mental illness. So your depression and your anxiety and your ADHD and your hyperactivity, your schizophrenia, your bipolarism, even your autism, your alcohol abuse, your drug abuse, all come from mineral deficiencies in the body. And the fourth thing that happens is when you consume wheat, it literally converts your dopamine and your serotonin, which are your happy hormones, into norepinephrine and noradrenaline, which are your anger and aggression, sadness, and depression hormones. So you're eating a sandwich and you're in a good mood, and now you're not in a good mood. Let's think about all the breakfast foods y'all eat. That's another thing too that I have in the book. All of the hormones are broken down and telling you what each hormone does in your body, which is very, very valuable information. Okay. All the breakfast foods that y'all eat are made from wheat. All your cereals, your avocado toast, your French toast, your pancakes, all of that stuff is made from wheat. Now let's think about lunch foods, sandwiches, pizza, breaded foods, biscuits. Okay. You know what breakfast used to be before Edward Bernays? Edward Bernays was the father of propaganda. Before the advertising campaign came out to get y'all to eat these big breakfasts didn't exist. Okay. People would literally get up, have a glass of juice or have a glass of coffee or cup of coffee and go to work. Edward Bernays was hired by what company? Beechnut. Beechnut used to sell pork products. So they came up with a campaign to make you believe that you're supposed to have this. When y'all think of an American breakfast, it's bacon, eggs, pancakes, orange juice, milk. That was all invented by Edward Bernays, Bernays, to get y'all to buy pork sausage and bacon from Beechnut. Go look it up. Okay. So the sale of pork went through the roof because they had convinced y'all that this is what you're supposed to have for breakfast. And to this day, when you mention an American breakfast, that's what comes to your mind. When y'all think about breakfast, y'all mean to tell me that y'all don't think of bacon and eggs? The reason that y'all believe what you believe about food is because of propaganda. The reason that y'all think orange juice is so healthy. There's a whole other book I need to be writing just about the propaganda, just about all of these campaigns that made y'all believe that these things were good for us. This is why y'all have such a hard time letting go of these things, because we have been. The name of the ebook is Why Didn't I Know That? The name of the ebook is Why Didn't I Know That? Because there are so many people that come here all the time like, why didn't they teach us this in school? Why didn't we know that? Why didn't we know this is how the body works? Why didn't we know that this was so bad for us? Y'all think milk is good for you. You think oranges are good for you. You think sourdough bread is good for you. You think all of these things are good for you because advertising agencies were hired to make you think that. And here's how it really got you. Okay? How it really got you was all the advertising agencies back in the day all had doctors. They had doctors. This is why y'all think orange juice is so great. They had a doctor in the advertising agency that recommended orange juice. They sent these findings out to 5,000 different doctors, and those doctors all signed on to make y'all believe that orange juice was something that y'all needed to have in order to get this vitamin C. So every time now to this day that y'all see something that says doctor recommended, that's how they get you. Because the doctors actually work for the advertising agencies. It's not just your doctor in your neighborhood. These are hired doctors. The reason that y'all don't think that sugar's bad for you, the reason that y'all think that high cholesterol is coming from beef or coming from red meat is because they tell you that doctors have recommended these things. And y'all not knowing, none of us knew that these doctors were hired by the advertising agencies because they know that you are going to use something that a doctor recommends. So whenever doctors would come on my lives, that's why I was like, cuss them out, because they're part of the problem. They are part of the problem. They have been pivotal in our health getting to where it is today, which is bad. Okay? So there's a lot, just like kale. Y'all think kale is so great. Kale is terrible. It's terrible. Just like y'all think that sweet potatoes are so great. Oh, white potatoes are harmful, but sweet potatoes are so much better for you. Y'all are thinking that these things are better for you, but they're the same. It all goes back to what I always say. They do not ever want us to stop consuming. They do not ever want us to stop buying. So they are going to come up with an alternative. It'll be the same company. Same company that's selling you white potatoes is going to turn right around and sell you sweet potatoes. And they're the ones that are going to hire these agencies and these influencers to make you believe that white potatoes are bad, but sweet potatoes are great. So they're going to still get your money. They're still going to get your money. All of these companies, especially the food corporations, all of these food corporations are owned by the same people. BlackRock and Vanguard own all of the food companies, all of them. Everyone. So the only way we can actually defend ourselves and to protect ourselves is to know what we're putting in our body. That's it. I mean, we're still probably going to have to buy shit from the same people, but at least you know. Kale is terrible because it's oxalates. Think about it like this. You know how your blood cells may be round? Think about sickle cell for a minute. The reason that sickle cell is so painful is because your blood cell has these sharp edges on them. Oxalates are the same. Okay. So when oxalates are going through your intestines, it'll scrape up your intestines. It'll cause tears in your intestines because the oxalates and the things that are in the kale, when they're being processed through your intestines, have sharp edges. So think of them like little triangles. They have sharp edges as they're going through your intestines. They're scraping up your intestines. This is how y'all end up with leaky gut and shit. Because you've already made your intestines vulnerable by eating the wrong foods. And now you're eating something that's tearing up your intestines as well. Got to be careful. A lot of stuff that's on the beneficial list, you still got to be careful about it. This is why I come here to break down this stuff. There's a lot of stuff on my beneficial list that I can't have, like peanuts. Y'all see them damn peanuts was about to take me out. Another reason is because blood type AB is already extremely sensitive to mold. I found that out by researching for the book. We are extremely sensitive to mold. That will explain why that black mold gave me sarcoidosis. I was already vulnerable to mold. Who knew? Why didn't I know that? Why didn't I know that? It doesn't matter if it's cooked or not. It still doesn't change the oxalates. That's why I tell y'all that you should eat more collards and less kale. This is why I always say that. Even though the kale is beneficial to you, I recommend that you eat more collard greens than kale because of the oxalates. Okay? I'm growing collard greens downstairs right now. My little vegetables are just collard greens. I'm about to order some more little things so I'll have them ready. Swiss chard is cool. I'm growing that too. So the number 2 thing that y'all should never, it's just, I mean, it's growing so fast. It is, they're like this big now. And I looked at the little collard greens today with the little, I was like, oh, look at the little collard greens. I got little onions growing. I'm thinking of getting some raised ones for the backyard, but I can't see how those are going to survive in 100,000 degrees in Vegas. So I'm just going to work with what my 2 little towers, see how that works out. But the number 2 thing that none of us can have, nobody, corn. You sauteed some beet greens with some, that sounds good. That sounds delicious. Yes, I have the hydroplants. Yes. I got them from Garden, Gardyn. So instead of getting the 1 big tower, I got 2 4-foot towers. So the 1 tower has all the vegetables and the other one has all of the herbs. Yeah, I have them downstairs in my dining room. And I just have to water them like once every couple of weeks. I just have to put water in the tank. So it waters them every day. It has the built-in lights, so the lights come on when they're supposed to. It's all done automatically. I haven't had to do anything. I had to put some plant food in there in the tank the other day, but that was it. I like it. Let me tell y'all about this corn. Corn, this is for all blood types. Corn is diabolical. Okay? Anytime you eat anything made from corn, it's going to stop your body from making insulin. Insulin is literally, and again, why didn't we know this? Why weren't we taught this? We weren't taught any of this stuff because we would not be eating this stuff if we knew. Okay? How are they going to make money? They make money off of our ignorance. Okay? Corn is in everything. Okay? High fructose corn syrup, regular corn syrup, regular corn syrup, corn starch, corn oil, white distilled vinegar is made from corn. Most of the alcohols on the market are made from corn. So all of your brown liquors are made from corn, and most of your white liquors are made from corn. When we consume corn, it stops the body from making insulin. Insulin controls your blood pressure. Insulin controls literally one of the most important hormones in our body is insulin. Hi, my love. Fats is going to be 5 next week. This week? What's today? When is your birthday, Fat Daddy? Next Sunday, this Sunday. Sunday, fats is going to be 5. I'm getting him a steak. I'm going to get him a tomahawk instead of a birthday cake because he never eats the birthday cake. Hi, love. Come say hi. Come here. Come over here and say hi to everybody. Come on over here. You don't do nothing, I tell you. It's devastating. Your go-to after, girl, you, Antonia, this is not your first rodeo. This is not the first time you done heard me talk about this stuff. Ma'am. You got the nerve to talk about your mom still drinking orange juice. You over there eating popcorn and shit. You hard-headed too. I used to eat popcorn every day. Couldn't understand why I was so inflamed. He's on patrol. I was eating that damn smart, what is it? That smart pop. And the smart food white cheddar popcorn every day. Not only that, I was drinking Maker's Mark liquor every day. Corn. What else? Anything with high fructose corn syrup in it. Because everything has high fructose corn syrup in it. And then every condiment in your house has vinegar in it. Your ketchup, your mustard, your mayonnaise. If you're not gonna come up here, well, come here. Everybody wanted to say hi. Oh, look over here. What? Popcorn. I miss it, but fuck that popcorn. Every salad dressing in your house, your mayo, your mustard, your ketchup, your Polynesian sauce at the Chick-fil-A, every salad dressing all has vinegar. Every one of them. How come we didn't know that vinegar was made from corn? Why didn't we know that? You thought it was fresh corn? No, sweetie. No. Y'all are not thinking, you're not thinking diabolically. We all have a lot of issues with fruits and vegetables, but people don't want to admit that. Because y'all have been brainwashed into believing that you're supposed to be vegetarian. A lot of the vegetables and fruits that you are consuming are toxic to your body. They're literally poison. Like potatoes. Okay? Especially if you're a blood type O. Blood type O ain't supposed to be eating all them fruits and vegetables. Yes, exactly. Vinegar doesn't show the ingredients. So let's take Polynesian sauce, for example. There are 3 different types of vinegar in that Chick-fil-A Polynesian sauce. 3 different types of vinegar. Thank you. Come on, send me some money. I make way more money over here on YouTube than I ever did on TikTok. All them hours I spent on TikTok, I ain't make no money. All them hours. That's okay. It'll pay off. I don't be worried about that stuff. It'll pay off. It always does. You want to fix the income tonight? It's okay. Thank you. I appreciate it. Listen. So think about all of the sweet things in your house. Cakes, cookies, pies. Look at your bread. Look at the ingredients on your bread. So now you want to be my friend? What you want? You buttering me up for something? You buttering me up for something? What do you want from me? Tell Pop to give you a snack. Go tell him. Go tell Pop. Every sweet thing in your house, even the things that are not sweet, have corn in it. Go look at your bread. Rule of thumb. If you have to read the ingredients, you probably shouldn't be eating it. Do you know that there are 200 different names for sugar? all of these purees and raspberry puree, all of that is sugar. Dextrose, fructose, sucrose, all of those are sugars. So it doesn't matter if you're reading the ingredients, because half the shit that's on the ingredients list, y'all don't even know what it is anyway. Ain't no ingredients in broccoli. Ain't no ingredients in onions. What are the ingredients in steak? Yeah, go get you some good stuff, Miss Thelma. I still got those. There are some bundles, and I'm just going to keep forever. So the bundles that are up there right now, I'm just going to keep those up forever, because that's going to help y'all know which ones y'all need. Okay. If you don't know what the ingredients are, natural flavors, artificial flavors, all of that stuff, none of that stuff we can have. If we just got back to basics, if we just got back to foods that don't have an ingredients list, that would in and of itself will heal y'all up. When you're looking at a steak, there's not an ingredients list. You're looking at a bag of onions, there's no ingredients list. You're looking at some stalks of broccoli, there's no ingredients list. My money has gotten me. Yay! Okay. The third thing that you cannot have, this also applies to blood type A. No dairy. Dairy is another thing that turns into sugar in your body. Okay. Dairy is another thing that turns into straight sugar. Did y'all know that lactose was sugar? All this time, they made a concerted effort of making y'all believe that lactose was dairy. Lactose is not dairy. Dairy is dairy. Okay? Lactose is sugar. What's at the root of your problems as a blood type O? Sugar. 86% of the US population can never have dairy. That is blood type O and blood type A. And they made all of these campaigns for all of these years telling y'all how milk does the body good. Got milk. Making you believe that this is where you're going to get your vitamin D, and this is where you're going to get this and this, that. And little did you know that it was tearing up your gut the entire time. Little did you know it's at the root of your insulin resistance, which is at the root of your high blood pressure. Little did you know it's giving y'all all of those common disease like alopecia and endometriosis and IBS and IBD and all of that. Because one of the main ingredients in your almond milk is guar gum, which is again at the roots of your insulin resistance, which is at the root of your high blood pressure. Anything that ends in ose is sugar. Lactose, fructose, dextrose, sucrose, anything that ends in ose is sugar. Yep. What are the other things that are giving you high blood pressure as a blood type O? What are the other things? Kidney beans, navy beans, lentils, bacon. Bacon is raising y'all's blood pressure. Why didn't y'all know that? Any pork is going to raise your blood pressure. First of all, did y'all know that pigs don't sweat? Did y'all know that? One of the main reasons that you should never eat pork is because they don't have a system of allowing toxins to be released from their body. When we sweat, it releases toxins from the body. This is why they tell you to go in a sauna or go in a steam room and that kind of thing, because it releases toxins. Pigs do not sweat. Pigs are naturally toxic to the human body. Y'all, summer's coming. Y'all can't wait to throw some ribs on the grill. Y'all can't wait. Y'all still eating bacon. Some of y'all probably got bacon on your hamburger last night. And y'all be eating chitlins. Let me tell you, I will confess. While I was pregnant, I was eating jars of pickled pig feet. I don't know why that was the craving, but it was. Pickled pig feet. Ain't never ate them since. Not since Jordan was born. 33 years. I ain't never craved a pig foot in my entire life. Ugh. Just to think about it. Ah. What else? What else is giving y'all all this inflammation, giving you insulin resistance, and raising your blood pressure? Navy beans. Again, we have been convinced that these beans are so good for us. Yeah, cows sweat. All the other animals sweat. Pigs don't. Pigs are the only ones that don't sweat. I mean, you know, fish. How can you tell if a fish is? I fell down a kangaroo rabbit hole last night. I am so fascinated by kangaroos. I don't know what it is. Yeah, give me some money. Give me a donation. Donate. I don't know what it is. No, because none of these beans, all of these beans trigger inflammation in your body. All of them. Okay. The only beans that y'all can have as a blood type O is black-eyed peas and adzuki beans. I don't think I've ever seen an adzuki bean in real life. But the only beans that y'all can have is black-eyed peas. But none of these beans are good for any blood types at all. At all. Listen, I'm going to say it. All the shit that we have been brainwashed into believing are so good for us are all the things that are bad for us. Y'all have been told that beef was so bad for you, and beef is the one thing that will save your life. Y'all been told that chicken is so great for you, and that's the one thing that's killing you. Just do the opposite of what y'all been doing. That'll save your life. Okay? What else is giving you all this inflammation? Those potatoes. All of them. I don't care if you look at your foods list and you see sweet potatoes on there. Do not eat no potatoes. Nobody. I need more echo. No potatoes. Ever. Y'all got something to say? You want to know what's at the root of y'all shit? Potatoes. You've been brainwashed into believing that sweet potatoes are so much better for you than regular potatoes. It's a lie. They're the same. Okay? You've been brainwashed into believing that baked chicken is better for you than fried chicken. It's not. It's chicken. You've been brainwashed into believing that this is better for you, and it's still the same. It's all the same. Okay? Thank you. These potatoes have gotten y'all in more trouble than probably any other food. Rule of thumb, the cheapest food in your house is what's causing the most problems in your body. Beans, cheap as hell. You just purchase beans to build it. Nah, throw them out. What's the point of having an emergency pantry thing if the food that you put in your pantry is going to make you sick and raise your blood pressure? That's not going to work. That's not going to work out. The cheapest food in your house is why you're sick. Let's think about it for a second. Beans are cheap as hell. Potatoes are cheap as hell. Bread is cheap as hell. Chicken is the cheapest of all the meats. Besides pork, both chicken and pork are bad as hell. Okay. Rice, bad as hell. Pasta, bad as hell. Ramen noodles, bad as hell. The cheapest food is why you're sick. Hey, Shivani, what's up? That's it. Now let's think about the foods that y'all eat most often. What's the food that the people that are not on their journey yet, what is the food that you consume most often? Put in the comments. Hi, Linka Mika. What's up? Come here. Come here. Come here. Say hi to everybody. No, just don't listen to me. Used to be chicken. I think for us it was chicken, for sure. The other foods that are raising your blood pressure is also tomatoes. Nightshade vegetables are a problem for everybody. Okay. All the nightshade vegetables are immediately going to trigger inflammation. Potatoes, tomatoes, bell peppers, okra, eggplant, sorrel, tomatillos, okay, tobacco, all of those things are nightshade vegetables. The reason that they trigger inflammation is because they have their own built-in, most vegetables have their own built-in insecticide, because remember, vegetables are living things. So their defense mechanism to keep them from being eaten is to release a phytotoxin that will kill caterpillars and ants and whatever other insects are trying to eat them. Okay. Lectins are just these little proteins in all whole foods. The foods that have the most lectins, okay, are vegetables and beans. Okay. Lectins is what comes in contact with your blood. And if that lectin doesn't go with your blood, it's going to trigger inflammation, and it's going to trigger mucus production. Okay? Because those are the only two defense mechanisms the human body has. Hi, Miss Beverly. Those are the only two defense mechanisms your body has: to swell and to create mucus. Swelling protects the organs, and mucus protects the immune system. Okay, so you're eating something that, when it comes in contact with your blood, is making your body believe it's being attacked by a virus or fungi or toxin, something that's not supposed to be in there. So your body is going to do whatever it can to get that thing out of your body as quickly as possible. So the first thing it's going to do is swell, and then it's going to create mucus. So your inflammation, you did it. You're doing more research on the foods and vitamins always. Y'all got to go get that book. Okay. I have put so much research and so many links into the book and compiled all that information for y'all to have right at your fingertips. Okay. Potatoes or foods with bread content were foods I used to turn to. Yeah, I understand. What else is triggering inflammation and raising your blood pressure? Don't worry about it, Shivani. What else? Food additives. Guar gum. Guar gum is a food additive, and the main thing that guar gum is in is your almond milk. How many of y'all drinking almond milk? You didn't know that your almond milk is contributing to your high blood pressure. What else? Carrageenan. Carrageenan is in a lot of like lunch meats. Like if you go and look at deli meat, the ingredients in the deli meat, you're going to see carrageenan. And then peanut oil. Blood type O and blood type B can never have peanuts. I suggest no one do anything with peanuts. Peanuts, seeds, beans, all have mold. Even if it says that you benefit from these things on your list, trust and believe in America, they are going to have mold. And our government allows them to continue to sell these moldy products to us because the mold content of these beans and seeds and peanuts is acceptable to our government. Isn't that awesome? Have a great night. I'll see you tomorrow. We're just going to finish up with the O, and I'm going to let y'all go. And we'll do all four tomorrow because I'll be here on time. I'll have Jordy fix this stream thing so we can stream on Instagram and YouTube. So let's talk about dysbiosis. Okay. You drink almond milk, but call myself outsmarting system kids. I keep telling y'all, listen, and this is not to be shady or funny, but you can live to be 1,000 years old and you're never going to outwit your body. Okay. It doesn't matter what you call potato in your country, it's still a potato. Okay. It doesn't matter what these ingredients lists say and all that and the other. Your body recognizes the lectins in these foods. It recognizes all of these things. You're trying to, y'all spend more time trying to outwit yourself, which is exhausting. If y'all just went, half of y'all are sick because you're fighting yourself. Because you want what you want. And the stuff that you want most of the time is not what your body actually wants. Your body, if you're an O, wants steak. But because your brain has been told that beef is bad and it creates cancer and it does this and it does that, you're going against what your body is asking you for. Your body knows what it needs. Your body is able to heal itself. Your job is to put in your body what it needs. That's no different than a car. You're not going to put the wrong gas in your car for fear of fucking your car up. But y'all don't have that same level of fear when it comes to your body. Y'all don't have that same. If your car required premium gas, you're not going to put regular unleaded in it. Then why are you treating your body worse than you would treat your car? You're not going to be able to go and trade this body in. That's never going to happen. Okay? Let's talk about, if y'all have any of these ailments, I want you to put it in the comments. Alopecia, endometriosis, IBS, IBD, urinary tract infections, yeast infections, COPD, thyroid issues, any skin issues, acne, psoriasis, plaque psoriasis, eczema, vitiligo, dermatitis, rosacea, dandruff, any of that. All of this stuff comes from bad bacteria in your gut. Here's the thing about bacteria. Our bodies are mostly bacteria. We have more bacteria in and on our bodies than we actually have human cells. So we are literally sharing our consciousness with trillions of bacteria. And that bacteria can be our bestest friend or our worst enemy. Because when it is our worst enemy, it's going to trigger those ailments that I listed. Y'all have no idea why y'all have eczema. You have no idea why you have endometriosis. How come your doctor didn't tell you? He'll tell you that he doesn't know why. But the reason that you have these things is because you're eating food that is creating anger in your bacteria. Your bacteria hates these foods. So because you continue to eat these foods, over time, your body is going to create disease, your body's bacteria. So you're dealing with a whole living thing. We have trillions of bacteria and several hundred different strains of bacteria. Okay. So what foods does your body's bacteria hate as a blood type O? Number one thing is dairy foods. And these people have brainwashed y'all into eating Activia yogurt or Greek yogurt and drinking raw milk and cheeses and all these other things, making you believe that this is going to improve your gut health when in all actuality, it's made it 10 times worse, to the point now that it's triggered dandruff and endometriosis in your body. And you just keep eating it because Jamie Lee Curtis said it was great for your gut, right? What else? Corn, again. So all your high fructose corn syrup, your regular corn syrup, your alcohol, your Hennessy, your Cavassier, your Maker's Mark, your Jameson, all of your brown liquors are made from corn. Most of your white liquors are made from corn. Why do you have alopecia? Why is your hair falling out? Because you like to drink on the weekends. You like to take shots of Casamigos. What else? Potatoes. Your other white liquors are made from potatoes. So all your vodkas and shit, potatoes. Y'all are the same people that gave up red meat and continued to eat the potatoes. So you got rid of the thing that could help your health, and you continue to eat the thing that's destroying your health. What else? Oranges. Oranges and orange juice could be at the root of your IBS and your IBD, all your skin issues. Why do you have psoriasis? Why you got eczema? Orange juice. Because you believed it when these people told you that orange juice was so great for you. Did y'all know that the oranges and the orange juice that you guys are drinking today is rotten oranges? Did y'all know that? Fresh oranges are green on the outside. Why are the oranges that y'all buy at the grocery store orange? The oranges that you've been eating your entire life here in America have always been rotten oranges. That's because chicken has 100 times the level of estrogen in its little body than we have in our whole human body. Estrogen is a growth hormone. That's why your boobs were inflamed. Chicken is a weight gainer. It is not for weight loss. Oranges are horrible for every blood type. Horrible. It creates bad bacteria in everyone's gut, every blood type. No one walking on the face of this earth should be eating oranges ever. There are so many fruits and vegetables that were never supposed to be eaten by us. You're just supposed to look cute on the tree. Have y'all ever heard of leaky gut? Do y'all know what leaky gut is? Leaky gut is when you're eating foods and those foods are causing your intestines to become so soft that now food particles can break through your intestinal wall and leak out into your gut. So the foods that you're eating are making your intestines soft. What foods are those? Tomatoes, corn, again. Dairy food, again. Vinegar, again. Coffee. Coffee is another one. Coffee is another one. Coffee not only will cause you to have leaky gut, there is a hair. There you are. Coffee not only gives you leaky gut, but it also stops your body from making collagen. Soft. Please make sure YouTube pays you for all these commercials. That, yeah, they are. That's why I have them. Yep. Every way that YouTube can pay me, trust and believe I have set it up. Unlike TikTok. Okay. Listen. Coffee stops the body from making collagen. First of all, the body needs protein. The body doesn't run on anything but protein. I know that we have all been told that we're supposed to be eating all these fruits and all these vegetables for good health, when in all actuality, the body really only needs protein, because that's where it's going to get all of its vital minerals and nutrients that all of these organs need to function properly. Well, collagen is a protein. The body makes collagen. Collagen makes up 30% of your body's overall protein. When you drink coffee, it literally stops your body from making the protein your body so desperately needs. Why do we have such a thriving market for collagen now? Huh? Why? I can never tell which direction I'm supposed to be in. Why do we have such a thriving collagen market now? Why y'all think? Because we are drinking more coffee than we ever have in history. When you deplete your body of collagen, that means your skin is going to become wrinkly, your hair is not going to be healthy, and your nails are not going to be healthy. Collagen is required for healthy skin, hair, and nails. So these people are selling you coffee knowing it's going to deplete the collagen in your body, and then they turn around and sell you the collagen and tell you to put it in your coffee. Most of the stuff that y'all buy for your skin and your, anti-aging and all of these things is because of the side effects of the food that you're eating. The reason that we have these industries, skincare, collagen, makeup, all these different industries, is because of the effects of us eating the wrong foods. I'm 56 years old. I used to drink coffee all the time. I was drinking 3 to 4 cups of coffee every day. And trust and believe, I looked a lot older then than I do now. I take collagen every day. Even though I don't drink coffee, I still take collagen every night. Because collagen is required for the cartilage between your joints and your bones. So if you have any of these aches and pains in your knees and all this and the others, because your collagen is low. Wow. You got to be able to diagnose yourself. I fully believe in that. Okay? Because your doctor is not going to tell you why you have these things. Your doctor is going to write a prescription. And there's not one drug that your doctor is going to prescribe that's going to heal your body. Because medicine is not designed to heal you. It is designed to take away your symptoms so that you can still live with your disease. There's nothing your doctor is going to sell you that cures you. How are they going to make money by curing you? How are they going to make money? They sell mineral deficiency tests at CVS. Just know that y'all all have mineral deficiencies. You don't need a test. You have it. If you're eating any wheat, you have mineral deficiencies. What's the test going to tell you other than what you already know? Y'all don't need it. That's another scam. Just like these food allergy tests. Y'all go into the doctor and get these food allergy tests. For what? That's what eating according to your blood type is. What do you think they're testing? They're testing your blood against the lectins in the food. The book already tells you, we've already done all the testing, boo-boo. Everybody that has this blood type, this is the problem. These are the lectins that cause problems in your body. You're being scammed. You don't need to go get no tests. You already know. I take the collagen complex. I take the capsules because this collagen, which I'm actually sold out of, this collagen is for blood type O and blood type B. This is beef. Okay. The collagen complex is 5 different collagens. So it's avian, it's marine, it's beef, it's all that. Then this one is hydrolyzed. These I have. This is also bovine, but I have these in stock. So I have vanilla, I have regular, I have there's no flavor. One of them has no flavor. But I take the capsules every night before I go to bed. Okay. So let's talk about thyroid problems. How many of y'all got thyroid issues? Who here has thyroid issues? For some reason, thyroid issues are very prevalent in blood type O's. Okay. For blood type A, collagen complex, the capsules. I'm blood type AB. Okay. Guess what your thyroid issues come from? Your thyroid issues come from bad bacteria in your gut. Okay. So again, I'll remind you, dairy foods, corn, potatoes, oranges. But listen to this. There are 4 different vegetables that create such an antagonistic and angry bacteria in your gut that it causes your immune system to attack your thyroid. Your body is attacking its organs. That's what all of these autoimmune diseases, that's what's happening. Your immune system is attacking different organs in your body. So your hyper or hypothyroidism is coming from these foods. Okay. Cabbage, cauliflower, mustard greens, and Brussels sprouts. I love pumpkin seeds. I just can't have them. Your growth shrunk. Fantastic. Just keep going. Stay on the path, Miss Wendy. Okay. And then y'all been told, oh, you need to eat cauliflower rice instead of regular rice. Oh, you need to eat this instead of that. You need to eat some sauerkraut. It's always some O's talking about sauerkraut. Y'all ain't supposed to be eating no sauerkraut. Sauerkraut's cabbage. Oh, fermented this, fermented that. That's not for you, boo-boo. That is not for you. Okay. Want to know why your metabolism is slow and sluggish? How many of y'all just feel tired all the time? You got to let it go. Everything ain't for everybody. Everything is not for everybody. Okay. If you have a slow and sluggish metabolism, it's because you're eating wheat, kidney beans, and navy beans. Our metabolism is run by hormones. So when you're eating wheat and kidney beans and navy beans, the lectins interfere with the hormones that run the metabolism. Those hormones break down our food and turns it into energy. Well, when you're eating wheat and kidney beans and navy beans, those lectins stop those hormones from breaking it down and turning it into energy. Now it turns it into sugar and stores it as fat. And that's why your metabolism is slowed down. Which is, how do we turn this around for blood type O's? How do we immediately make y'all feel better? Blows my mind every time I think about it. The body is so wild. body is wild. And what's wilder is the food we have been brainwashed into eating. That's what's wilder. Because the thing is, the powers that be know exactly what these foods do to us. They know exactly what wheat does to us. They know exactly what corn does to us. They know exactly what all of these foods do to us. And the reason that they don't stop us from eating it is because it makes them so much money. They're all in cahoots together. The doctors, big pharma, government, growers, they all are in cahoots together. We are the suckers. We are the profit. That's why they never want us to stop consuming. This is why they never told us how important our gut health is. If your gut is not running the way it's designed to run, you're going to be sick. The most important part of our bodies is our gut. Most of our hormones are housed there. 70% of the body's overall immune system is housed there. They made us all believe that our brain was running everything. Our brain barely does anything. Our brains barely do anything. It's our gut that is the center of our body's universe. If they would have told us how important our gut health was, we never would be eating half the shit we eat. That's why they didn't tell us. Why was I 50 years old before I understood that my immune system is in my gut? They didn't start talking about gut health until COVID. Think about it. No one talked about good gut health until COVID, because that's where your immune system is. If y'all don't get angry thinking about this shit and thinking about how sick you are, or thinking about how these doctors haven't helped you, how no one's telling us the real shit, if you don't get angry from that, nothing's going to piss you off. Because I'm going to tell you what, the more shit I find out, the more it has to piss you off. You getting pissed off is what's going to make you take action. Okay? This is why I don't have no soft words for doctors. That's why I don't have no respect for none of these people. So the main thing that's going to turn everything around for you as a blood type O is red meat. The thing that they have made y'all fear the most is the thing that is going to save your life. How many of y'all were scared of red meat before y'all started hearing this information? How many of y'all were fearful of red meat before y'all actually tried a steak and you saw how it made you feel right after you ate it? That plant-based was the worst. That was the worst diet in history, I believe, because that lifestyle has hurt more people than any other diet they've ever come out with. They literally made us believe beef was the devil. They made y'all think that it was going to give you cancer. It was going to give you high cholesterol. Even the cholesterol is a scam, because if your body doesn't have cholesterol, it can't heal itself. So they made y'all believe that the thing that is liquid gold to your body was bad for you. And they literally are prescribing drugs to make your cholesterol as low as possible, because you're always going to be sick if your cholesterol is low. Then they told you that all of these seed oils were so good for you. That's what really started the decline of our health in America, when they started making us eat unsaturated fats versus saturated fats. The body needs saturated fats in order to create cholesterol. Cholesterol feeds the brain. If your cholesterol is low, that is going to trigger dementia and Alzheimer's. Dementia and Alzheimer's didn't even exist 50, 60, 70 years ago. Now everybody and their mama got Alzheimer's. Everybody and their mama got dementia. The nursing homes are overflowing with zombies, people that can't even remember their names. And they're still giving them those pills. Do y'all know that the number one selling drug in America are statins? Did y'all know that? The statins that lower your cholesterol. Number one selling drug in America. They even lowered the number for your cholesterol. In the 70s, a normal cholesterol number was 300. What do they tell y'all now that the normal number is? For your cholesterol to be normal, what do they tell you the number is? It's like 100. What do they tell y'all the normal that you need to get your cholesterol normalized? Yeah. I mean, because if you think about it, if you don't have protein, not every blood type can have red meat. Okay. But you still need protein. Wheat is also associated with autism because of mineral deficiencies. How do you get mineral deficiencies? Not eating protein. Protein is what provides the vital minerals and nutrients the body needs to operate properly. So if you don't have enough protein, you're going to have mineral deficiencies, which is what leads to autism. So if while you're pregnant, you're eating a bunch of wheat and you're not eating, enough beef or whatever, then your child is going to be born with autism. Think about all the breakfast cereal. All the breakfast cereal is made from wheat. All the breakfast foods are made from wheat. All of this shit is by design. None of this is by accident. None of it is by accident. They know what this wheat does to us. They are giving, think about what y'all eat 3 times a day, right? First of all, eating 3 times a day. Do y'all know why we eat 3 times a day? Do y'all know where eating 3 times a day came from? Eating 3 times a day came from colonialism. Colonialism. When they colonized America, Native Americans ate when they were hungry because they ate what they hunted. And there are sometimes you don't eat every day. Okay. So if you're eating when you're hungry, you're not eating 3 times a day. Europeans thought it was uncivilized to not have to not be organized at mealtime. Night. See you next time. See you tomorrow. So the reason that we eat 3 times a day was because America was colonized and Europeans pushed organized meals on us. Go look it up. White supremacy is why we eat 3 times a day. There are so many articles out there about it. It's what? Do I need to make some more? Are we almost out? Oh, the seasoning. Oh, sweet. Let's talk about that food pyramid. I told y'all I got a whole nother book that I'm just going to We're going to talk about the 3 meals a day, the food pyramid. The food pyramid was created. What you want, boy? What's up? What you been doing? Why you look so happy? Did Papa give you some lamb? Huh? Sure did. That's why he looks so happy. The food pyramid was put out in they got it from Australia. I got all this stuff on my laptop. I need to bring my laptop out tomorrow. So the food pyramid was created in Australia, right? Our food pyramid at the bottom, at the most that you're supposed to have, they literally put on there that we're supposed to have wheat, 6 to 11 servings of wheat per day. Go look at the food pyramid. 6 to 11 servings of wheat per day. Do you know why it was established? Because we had a surplus of wheat and corn. So in order to sell the surplus of wheat and corn, we had a shortage of meat, beef, okay? So they had to sell the surplus of these grains. They came out with the food pyramid saying that we need to eat 6 to 11 servings of grain per day. That's when we started having these side dishes. How the hell are we going to eat 6 to 11 servings of grain in a day? Y'all remember having 2 slices of bread on your plate? Y'all remember that? I remember every meal we always had 2 slices of bread on the plate with the rice, with the potatoes. You had cornbread, or you had slices of bread, or you had biscuits. All of this was because they had a surplus of grains that they needed to sell to us. So they came out with a doctor recommended way to move these grains. As long as you say that something is recommended by a doctor, we are going to buy it up. Which is a scam because the doctors work for the advertising agencies. Woo! What is going to immediately? Yeah, that's the American meal. Hamburgers and French fries. When really it's not American because hamburger came from Hamburg, Germany. French fries came from France. So exactly what is the American meal? What? Barbecue? What is an American meal? What? The only thing I can think of is barbecue. That's all it is. They don't give a damn about us. We are just cogs in the machine. We are just here to make them profits. That's it. If that shit is not evident to y'all by now with what's going on, because all the shit that's going on, I called this. I told y'all what was going to happen. This man is going to crash this economy on purpose. No. Okay. I've been paying attention to this man for 30 years. 30. I know his patterns. I know what he has done. I know what he has said. This man said the best time for him is always in down times. You can never make no money if the economy is great. He has the power to crash the economy. He didn't only crash our economy, he crashed everybody's economy. Everybody in the world. Do y'all know that they put Dr. Oz over Medicaid and Medicare? Dr. Oz. Is he even a real doctor? Dr. Oz from the TV is over Medicaid and Medicare. Why won't they tell you your blood type? Because the insurance company doesn't pay them. And they're not going to tell you because the insurance company doesn't tell you. Your doctor knows what your blood type is, but your doctor's not paid to tell you. That's why. If you need to know what your blood type is, just go to Amazon and get the Eldon blood typing kit. It costs you $10. It'll take you 5 minutes. Okay? They're not going to tell you because insurance doesn't pay them. So they're not going to do anything that your insurance company isn't going to pay for, which I think is a slap in the face, which I probably would slap a doctor in the face. Because why couldn't you just fucking tell me? They used to take, every time I went into the doctor, they were taking vials of my blood. They know what your blood type is. They done ran every test on you under the sun, but they don't know what your blood type is. Your doctor's a scammer. Face facts. These people, you are business to them. You could never even go into your doctor's office if you had no insurance. He's not your friend. Oh, I have the best doctor. If you had the best doctor, he would have cured you by now. Why are you still sick? Why you still got the same doctor after 30 years? Why are you still seeing him after 30 years? If he was so great, how come you're not cured? This is my litmus test for great doctors. Did he fix you? No? Then how is he great? Great how? Because he's nice? You wear your good panties and bra to go in to see him? You're so excited about your doctor's appointment. But you still leave with a prescription. How's that great? I remember my grandma getting excited about going to the doctor. She would tell anybody call her, well, girl, you know I got a doctor's appointment on Thursday. Then I got to go to the other doctor, or my neurologist on this day, and this doctor on that day. What I don't want is to live that life. What I don't want is to wake up every day and have to take prescription drugs. What I don't want is to be in and out of a doctor's office. If that means me not eating foods that I used to like is going to keep me out of a doctor's office, it's going to keep me from being in pain, it's going to keep me from being inflamed, it's going to keep me from having an overload of mucus, it's going to keep me from being sick every day, then fuck them potatoes. I do not care. It's not worth it. Not one thing that y'all are eating is worth the pain associated with it. Not one thing that y'all are eating is worth the aggravation. It's not worth any of it. Okay? I'm having a hard time sweating. So when I try to work out, I overheat. I can't lose weight. To lose the fatty liver if I cannot work out. How you think, hold on. You think by working out, it's going to reverse your fatty liver? Did your fatty liver come from you not working out, ma'am? Who told you that you working out is going to reverse fatty liver? Who told you that? Who told you that, ma'am? There is not one disease y'all are going to reverse by working out. Not one. There is not one disease you are going to reverse by working out. Who told you that? What's your blood type again, ma'am? Happy to have haters. What's your blood type? Ma'am, listen. Here's your problem. You are eating shit you're not supposed to be eating. Okay? Has nothing to do with you working out. It has nothing to do with you not sweating. I'm not a sweater. I don't sweat. I glisten. I might get a little shiny, but I'm not a profuse sweater. I'm not a Whitney Houston. Okay? Your fatty liver has nothing to do with you not working out or you not sweating. It has to do with you eating the wrong foods. The only way you're going to solve your problems is for you to start eating the right foods. That is it. You have to stop eating the wrong foods that got you in the situation that you are in today and start eating the right foods that will then support your body healing itself. That's it. And the reason that your doctor doesn't say that to you is because how will he make money if you heal yourself? Huh? That man knows that you working out is not going to get rid of that fatty liver. He knows that. Do you know that your liver is one of the only organs in your body that regenerates itself? Like it will grow back. Your liver can grow back. This man literally told you that you need to go and work out in order to get. Okay, so what y'all need to be eating as a blood type O is red meat. The problem has always been your side dishes. If y'all just ate the red meat, a hunk of red meat on a plate all by itself, your body would start regenerating. Your body would start healing itself, literally. That's the problem, because y'all have been taught that you need to have these side dishes. You need to have a potato. You need to have some rice. You need to have some bread. You never needed that shit. That's the shit that has hurt you. Every side dish that y'all love to eat is why you're in the condition that you're in today. All y'all ever needed on the side of some beef was some damn onions. That's it. That's all y'all ever needed. Beef, lamb, veal, mutton, buffalo, venison. That's it. That's the thing that's going to get you on the path of healing tomorrow. The very first time you eat some red meat and a side of onions, you're going to feel like a brand new person. Just because y'all added red meat into your diet doesn't mean you still ain't eating the wrong shit. You are still eating the wrong shit. Okay? You've started after someone put me on to you. I will stick to it. Just make sure you get your foods list. Okay? Go to CE Organics or brewitbaby.com. Get your foods list. The teas are back in stock. This is the nighttime tea. This is the daytime tea. Make sure that you detox your body as well. You don't need to detox first and then start eating. Thank you. You need to detox while you're eating. But in the first 7 days, you're going to lose 7 to 10 pounds in the first 7 days. Where they do that at? Where y'all going to lose 7 to 10 pounds eating red meat? The thing that has always been the problem is the side dishes. Okay? What is going to make your gut bacteria love you? Onions. Blood type O benefits from all the onions, boo-boo. Every color, every make and model. So the only thing y'all ever needed all this time was some red meat and some damn onions. Once in a while, you can throw in some broccoli or some Swiss chard, some collard greens. That's all y'all ever needed. Okay? 1 week from now, you are going to feel so much better. I promise you. How you're feeling today is not how you're going to feel next Monday. My hand to God. Am I lying? What is going to be anti-inflammatory for you? As a blood type O, fish, omega-3 containing fish. So that's cod, halibut, red snapper, trout. All things that are high in omega-3s are anti-inflammatory. That's also going to help your fatty liver. Okay? Walnuts, hazelnuts, flaxseed oil, parsnips, peas, pineapples. Drink you some pineapple juice. Eat you some pineapple. I would do the juice. I would blend it as a blood type O. The reason that I say that is because as a blood type O, you guys don't have a large amount of digestive enzymes. Digestive enzymes is what breaks down vegetables and fruits. You have a lot of stomach acid, but you don't have a lot of digestive enzymes. So if you're going to do pineapples, blend your pineapple. The reason I say to blend it is because when you're juicing, that removes all of the fiber and all the good shit. So now you just have a bunch of sugar water. Okay? Blend the pineapple. I just cut it up in chunks and put it in my little NutriBullet with some water and drink that. Bromelain, bromelain, bromelain. Bromelain is another thing that is highly beneficial for all of us. Okay? Because bromelain also breaks down mucus in the body. It is a powerful, powerful antioxidant. Okay? And then your onions are high in quercetin. So I swear by quercetin as far as like mucus and antioxidants and all that. Please. Okay? So what is going to help with your thyroid? You'll be 40 next month. You got all these health issues at 40, man. We're going to have to get you together. I thought you was in your 50s or 60s. Now, don't make me come over there. There's always one. Every live. Thank you, Shivani. Every live, there's one person I got to go over there. It's you today. What is going to help with your thyroid? Turmeric and sea vegetables. Sea vegetables is wakame, kombu, nori, seaweed, sea moss, kelp, bladderwrack. All of those things are sea vegetables. So what they help to do is produce more iodine in your body, and iodine protects your thyroid. Okay, you too cute for this. Now, come on. That's okay. That's okay. 6 months from now, you're going to be a whole new person. Just stay on the path. Trust. Stay on the path. What also, go get the supplements. I have a bomb turmeric supplement. I also have a bomb sea moss supplement that has bladderwrack and burdock root and sea moss. So if you have thyroid issues, you need to take those. And then to help repair your leaky gut, because remember, all of this stuff is repairable. Okay? Don't let these doctors tell you that you can't reverse your ailments or that this isn't going to heal up. That's not true. Because in all actuality, the stuff that they're prescribing you is what's keeping your body from healing up. Because all of the meds that you guys are taking are made from petroleum. Every medication that you get from the doctor, from the pharmacy, is petroleum based. So you're literally putting petroleum, Vaseline in your body every day. How is your body supposed to heal up when you eating Vaseline? So what's going to repair your leaky gut? Chicory, onions, peas, prunes, maitake mushrooms, beet greens, collard greens, and fava beans. Hi, my love. I'm almost done. Okay. So that's it for blood type O. No matter what your blood type is, go to brewitbaby.com get your foods list. You can actually get a bundle because it'll have the foods list and 3 recipe books. So that's like 90 days of recipes. So you don't get bored. But also get your detox teas. And if you are on your path to healing, you need to go get that book. What's the name of the book? Why didn't I know that? That's the name of the book. Because all the stuff in that book, we should have known. We should have been taught that shit. Okay? But I will be back here again tomorrow and the next day and the next day and the next day. Okay? So I love you guys, and I'll be here tomorrow by 4 my time, which is around 7 o'clock your time. Okay? So 7 o'clock Eastern time. I'll see you. All right? Love you guys. I can't remember how to turn this thing off. It's been that long and I don't forgot. I found it. Okay, good night.